So today we are going to be talking about your dashboard. What is it, how to view it, and how to shape things the way that you want. So you will see here that I am already located at my dashboard. There is the home calendar view, which is pretty much standard for you when viewing workouts. And then your dashboard view right here. That is what I have selected. So if you're following along, make sure you're going and selecting that right now. Also, there is the ATP button up top. You will not have Managing Athletes button, but you will also have that ATP button, which we have covered in a previous video. So now this is our dashboard right through here. I'm going to scroll down here so you can see that there are a ton of different charts that you can track. I've elected to do specific ones for me, and you can choose to do the same or do things differently. So what I have done, and I'll show you before we talk about what they are and how to do it, is I've broken things down into a couple different categories for myself when viewing them for an athlete. The first one is our swim, bike, and run. So I have all of my, pretty much every workout that you do, that will be put into a dashboard right through here. We also have a completed duration right here. So this is the rate of completion. 81% bike, 16% run, and about 2% swim each. If you scroll down, there's different iterations of that. You have the total time and power zones by week on the bike, and then the heart rate zones for all types of workouts here. You also have, for me, speed zones for at times I go outside, longest duration of workouts for all types and over the course of the week. We also have duration by swim. You can see there I'm not really doing a lot of swimming right now, but we do have a swim dashboard right through here. So in here it is only the swim that has been selected. Okay. I also have peak power outputs over the course of a specific set value of days. I have my peak swim fitness over the course 5 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minute, 20-minute efforts there. Time and heart rate zones for all workout types. And then now I have the bike only. And you can see here that there is going to be a substantial increase in my bike fitness if everything does go correctly in this example. You could see here I have the duration by week for planned versus actual. This actual is this purple button or this purple graph right through here, and this dark gray graph is what the planned value was. And if you hover over it, you can see here what is going on there. I also have my peak fitness history for just the bike, time and power zones for the bike, different metrics, calories by week, peak heart rate, also peak power over the course of a set time. We have calories. This is totally calories burned over the course of a week. We also have distance covered by the run. We also have TSS by week, which is a very important one for me. We have a duration by week of all workout types. And again, it's very similar to the bike one I showed you earlier. It's planned versus completed. Same with the run, my run dashboard, and TSS, and a couple others. And you can see here that this is just the way I've set it up. So now let's talk about how you can mold your own to make it fit your needs. So in this dashboard right here, there is a hamburger menu up top, and you can click that and you can select which ones you want covered. There is also another drop down here which you can select a host of other options to determine what is the best date range for you. I've selected the 180 and next 45, so I can see what I have done over the last 180 days and what is coming up in the next 45 days for myself. You can also set parameters like CTL, ATL, CTL consistent, and all that good stuff. And it's great. You can also show the intensity factor, TSB, which is this orange line right here. That intensity factor is that excuse me, those blue dots right through there, and that TSS is the red dots here. And if you go through any of these charts right here, like if you wanted to do, let's just pick one that I know and I use a lot here. Let's do duration by week for the run. If you wanted to change that and just do duration for the bike, you can change it for the bike. Unfortunately, you can't change colors, but hey ho, it is what it is. Now, let's talk about adding a chart. So you're going to go over here and you're going to select Charts Library. You're going to take one of these charts and you're going to drag it over here off of to the what is that, the right hand side. So for me, let's do one that I definitely have. Let's do TSS by week/day. And you can see here that something has happened big time. TSS by week day should have popped up, but it didn't. Let's put it right in here. That's a little bit better. And it moves charts out of the way for you. So I have TSS by week through here. So you could see that that red number is TSS and intensity factors listed right next to it, which is that blue column right through there. And again, you can change the date range that you want. Right now it's dashboard settings, but if I wanted to change it to last one at 80 and next 45, you can do the exact same thing for most of these other charts right here. If you wanted to delete a chart, you would just go to that chart you want deleted, hit the X, boom. Are you sure you want to delete this chart? Absolutely. And now that chart is gone, right? So that is a quick rundown of how to view everything through your dashboard. If you wanted to view something specific like peak power, there is a chart for that. Chances are there is a chart for most things, and you can mold it to what you want it to be afterwards. So example, if you wanted to do a scatter plot, you could do a scatter plot and you can list a couple different things. I highly encourage you to play around with some of these charts a little bit and find the value that you want to view. It's one thing to have a million charts up here. It's another thing to have only a couple with key metrics that you're viewing and actively tracking over the course of a time period. Okay, and if you want any recommendations, I can definitely give you some recommendations for charts that you should be viewing regularly or every once in a while. There are different types for different sport types and also what you are after. So find out what you specifically want to track and then try to play around with the charts to find that in there.